the things that is kind of what I consider a drawback of this vehicle, if I want to let somebody in the back, you have to open the front first, then you have to open the back. Now my kids are over here, I'm like, can you scoot through here? Like if you're at a mall, can you scoot through here? Then I'll let you in the back. So this clamshell, it's nice that it gives you such a wide opening, but it's a little bit of a pain in the neck in practical everyday life. This one, you know, my kids can just open it and get in like a normal vehicle. And if I'm in the front and I'm going to drop my kid at home, I can just say, okay, get out. And they can let themselves out. On the Element, I would have to get out of the vehicle first, and then they can open this up. So that's not an awesome feature of the Element. Let's talk about the way you get into the car. This is a conventional car. Has a front door, has a back door. My kids can open this door. It's a pretty light door. They open it by themselves. When they have to step up into this, they're looking about 1 foot 14 inches to get themselves in. It does seat 3 in the back. This one is unconventional. So this one, I have to open the front door in order to get the back door open. So I can't just stop and tell one of my kids, all right, school's over, you hop out, let the other kid in. I have to stop, I have to get out, I have to facilitate all that. The step bar makes it easier for them to get in and out, but a lot of people don't have that step bar, and they'd be looking at closer to a 20-inch to get their foot right here. So that's a pretty heavy lift for a 3-year-old, 4-year-old. There are only 2 back seats. So if your family grows and you have a 3rd child, you will not be legally taking them anywhere because you've only got 2 seats with 2 seat belts. Now these seats are amazing, don't get me wrong. So if what you need is utility, it's tough to beat on here. Because what I can do is take my seat, flip it up, pull out my carabiner, hook it on my handle, take off my headrest on the other one, push that down, hook that seat up. Now we've got some serious cargo space in here. These seats can also be removed out of the vehicle altogether. And then this is basically like a minivan with no seats in it. And it gives you enough room to bring home a washer and a dryer, bring home a 4x8 sheet of plywood. You'll see a lot of people camping in these. Now I'm a 6-footer. Imagine I put me a little air mattress in here. I can be straight, even though this car on the outside is no bigger than a Camry. So it is useful if it's what you need. It can be a pain in the neck also. Just like anything else in life, it represents a compromise. Even though this has a rubber floor, I still have some extra protectors on here. I've got this tray in case something spills. You kind of have raised sides on it. That's a Honda Element. Original equipment manufacturer option or accessory. These floor mats give you extra protection on your floor. So here's the storage in the Scion. The tailgate is considerably lighter. Under here, storage, there's a little net that came with the vehicle. On this side, a donut. But not a whole lot of room back here. We're probably looking at 21, 22 inches. I can put my seats down here, get my buoy booster. And now, I'm talking some room, but nothing like what the Element has storage-wise. I mean, still enough you can get most things you need to get home from IKEA. But let's take a look over here. simple man, easy to please with practical features. But yeah, this is no Honda Element. Still a very practical car, but I wouldn't want to have to sleep on. So this is a Scion XB, a very practical little box, very good on gas, feels zippy, feels like a little go-kart, can fit 2 adults, 3 children very comfortably, and they are very affordable on the used market if you can find one that has not been bastardized by some kid who works at Jiffy Lube and thinks he's in a NASCAR picture. Alright, so this is the interior of the Scion XB. I'm a 6-footer and I have plenty of extra headroom. I've got plenty of room up here. I do not feel crowded in this vehicle at all, which is sometimes what you feel like when you're in a subcompact. The dashboard does take a little bit of getting used to. On a conventional dashboard, you would have most of your business right here in front of you. Here we have a central pod with the speedometer, the RPM, what the hell do you call that? The tachometer, the speedometer, tachometer, the gas gauge, the gear indicator, park, reverse, neutral, drive. You've got your clock, you've got your odometer. This one has 99,000 miles on it. I just got it a week ago. 2 options to track your trips. Usually a decent sound system in the Scion because they were marketed toward the youth segment. So this has a Pioneer, take it all. The DJ saved my life. You've got your air conditioning, heat, zones, hazard lights, some storage, gear shift on the floor as opposed to on a column, which of course is pretty much the norm in 2019. Decent storage here, cup holder, 2 cup holders in front, 1 cup holder right here, horn. Takes a little getting used to coming from a regular car, but so far I have no complaints. And it does feel nice and open and spacious. Got tilt wheel in here. Put it up a little bit, down a little bit. Nothing, can't pull it toward you, it doesn't telescope at all. So this is the Honda Element, a more conventional dashboard setup. I've got my speedometer right in front of me. I've got my tachometer right to the left of the speedometer. I've got my fuel gauge, my oil temperature, my gear shift indicator. I've got some vents for the heating and air conditioning. Down here I have a switch for my cruise control and my optional fog lights. So if you don't have that switch, that just means you didn't order the fog lights. I have radio controls for the channel, the mode, and the volume on the steering wheel. And I've got cruise control on the steering wheel. Gear shift, heat and AC controls, radio. I've got a auxiliary input if I want to hook up an iPod. I've got the charging port, decent sized glove box. This is a rare feature you don't see on many vehicles, is a storage compartment right up here in the roof. Very big visors with extensions on them, keep out all the sun. No mirror on this side, but who cares because I have this one. Passenger has a mirror. They also have one of these big extensions to keep out all their sunshine. This is a upgraded armrest with storage. So you pop that open, you've got storage in here for your goodies. I'm an analog guy living in a digital world, so I still have the first iPod that came out. This can be taken up out of the way. Before I added this, I just had the regular armrest like this. So you unscrew this armrest up, put this armrest in. These are aftermarket Honda Element seat covers. One of them's beat up because I picked it up from a junkyard. One of them's in good shape because I paid for it. That's about it for the interior of this Honda Element. Oh, the Honda Element EX comes with a subwoofer below your gear shift. If you had the Honda Element LX or DX, I believe you would just have more storage right here.